What's good?
Yo, right. So this is like first time doing this podcast. So still learning. Um, we're gonna start off with the Naruto debates. We're gonna start off with Naruto versus Sasuke, who was actually stronger when it came to their final battle in the Valley of the end of Naruto Shippuden. So we're gonna start off with our standpoints. I feel as though Naruto is stronger than Sasuke by a pretty significant margin. Not too much, but not too less. What's your standpoint?
Honestly, feel like Sasuke could have won. Feel like Sasuke should have won.
Saying that off of how much like his jutsu and how much power he had and stuff like that.
Based off of based off of that, and more of like him fighting as himself.
Yeah,
Naruto. They say that he was holding back, but who's to say? Like they don't have the evidence to say that Sasuke wasn't because he has the Rinnegan.
yeah,
It's super powerful, and it's not like he couldn't teleport during that fight because he did it during the Kaguya fight.
yeah,
I feel like he was holding back more than they showed because he has the ability to do it and could have done it at any point.
yeah,
And it's not like Naruto's used to it because of Naruto hasn't been fighting that for long. It was basically to him it's all new.
yeah.
That's how I feel on that. What
Well,
about you?
I say that proof that Sasuke was going all out is that from the beginning of the fight, he was kind of pushing the fight. He was really going on the offense, pushing Naruto back, using his hands for hand seals. You know, Naruto was trying to use Shadow Clones so he would block him. Like you watch the fight over again, Naruto tried to use Shadow Clones like more than 5 times, and Sasuke had to slap his hands away to make sure he couldn't do it. And Naruto was trying to overwhelm him in the beginning, but Sasuke like denied it. Naruto was backing up, but Sasuke was continually like pushing forward. Um, more evidence is that when they first started, when he did get the hand juices off of Naruto, he threw a fireball jutsu, and Naruto caught it. But Sasuke immediately teleported behind Naruto and hit him with a Chidori dead in his face. The Chidori didn't do much damage since I guess Naruto's defense or Sasuke attack potency was weaker and Naruto's defense is stronger. So then when Naruto got pushed into the water, he started like backing up, and Sasuke kept throwing fireballs at him, and he was just kind of distancing himself to try to keep himself at a safe distance, and then Sasuke came in there with the Susanoo before Naruto came in with his Kurama Chakra avatar. So that proves that Sasuke was trying to end the fight as early as possible because, story-wise, you wouldn't pull up the Susanoo without the intent to end the fight as early as possible, And then Naruto had no choice but to pull out his avatar. And then Sasuke, I say Sasuke is weaker because Sasuke had to use, throughout that fight, he was stealing some of Naruto's chakra, using Naruto against himself. Like he would push his own shadow clone into the other shadow clone, using Naruto like own abilities against him. He would he used the other 8-tailed beast that he put inside of Choaku Tensei and absorbed their chakra, making his Indra Susanoo, which wasn't his power that amped him up to be the same strength as Asura Naruto avatar with the Kurama avatar. Amped him to be just as strong. You could argue a little bit stronger since Naruto couldn't get too much save mode, but just enough. So I'd argue in that mode, the Susanoo, the Indra Susanoo was a little bit stronger in a way. That was a one-time move, so Sasuke won't be using that move ever again. What else? Yeah, anime only Sasuke used.
Is that because he took power?
Say it again?
I said you said he won't be able to use that move ever again. I said
No,
why is that? Is that
unless he has enough chakra to put inside the Susanoo, like he used that tail beast to get that Indra Susanoo.
Yeah,
Unless he
that's
had
what like
beast
it's because he
again,
took
then
power from all the tail beasts, right?
he needs that power, that chakra again.
And is there a limit to how quickly he can cipher their energy?
I'd assume that the fastest he can do it is the fastest he did it. Because he was going up against Naruto at his probably strongest moment in that time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
before Shippuden ended.
I do not remember for the life of me when he started ciphering.
He he already knocked off Naruto. Like he was fighting Shadow Clone, like the Kurama Chakra avatar of Shadow Clones,
Mm-hmm.
Nine Tails, and he was blasting him away. Like he hit him up a bunch of times, and then after they were already split, like there was three Nine Tails on the battlefield. Is when Sasuke started pulling him towards him, and then he absorbed the chakra, made Indra Susanoo, and then that's when Naruto fused his Nine Tails to make Ashura Nine Tails, basically. And yeah, that's the time. So Sasuke was kind of pushing the fight. So he was
Yeah.
always on attack. So you could say that Sasuke had the more intent to end the fight as early as possible. You could say that's the intent to kill, which he kind of did because he needed Naruto to not be able to stop him anymore. Like he was tempted to kill Sakura before he even went on the battlefield. And then they went out there. He's trying his hardest to kill everything in his sight. He used Kirin in the anime, not in the manga, but in the anime he was Kirin on Naruto, like directly on him once he got pinned down.
Wait,
And
you said he was what? I couldn't hear you.
he used Kirin, the move he used against Itachi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he used that in the anime. Like that move is stupid strong for no reason. That's a really strong jutsu. And then
So is that not canon then?
not to the manga, no, but in the anime, yeah, like it's only anime.
I know, but like, can you use that because of?
Yeah, he could still use it, but it wasn't in the canon fight. You know,
Okay.
part of his arsenal, but he didn't use it in the real fight.
Okay.
Yeah. So unless people can, well, I'm gonna keep going on power wise. Now I'm gonna go on speed right now because I already proved that Sasuke's power was stronger, but once Naruto started trying, it was already too late. He already sustained enough damage. He had lost a lot of chakra. He's probably tired right now. But his durability is way larger than Sasuke's
You
because
think
he was fighting for like Sega.
you think his durability? You don't think their durability is the same?
No, I think Naruto has way larger durability because if we're talking about stamina and how much damage he can sustain without falling, type thing,
Mm-hmm.
has the same six pass Sage Mode as Madara and Jubito. And Madara got hit by Night Guy, which took out half of his body, and Obito got half his top half cut off. So like they're fighting with part of their body, literally half of their body ripped off, and they just regenerated it. And if Naruto had that same six pass Sage Mode, which he probably has a stronger resistance, who got it directly from Hagoromo, like directly from the main source,
Mm-hmm.
his one should be stronger to an extent. He probably didn't get a lot, but he has the original, so he should be able to regenerate an awful lot more than Madara. But the reason he couldn't do it and regenerate his own arm probably because he didn't have Hashirama cells at the time, but Madara did, and Obito did as well. That's why they were able to regenerate. And
Your
he was
entire
fighting
body.
for like a day and a half or 2 days more than Sasuke before Sasuke even got on the battlefield. He was fighting, you know, multiple Zetsus. He fought Nagato, Itachi. He dodged the Raikage. He fought against Mass Obito, the Tail Beast. Fought against Obito after that. Jubito.
At that point, where was Sasuke?
Sasuke was talking to the Hokage, the previous Hokage, throughout the whole time. Like Naruto's fighting day, night, and then day again. And then he started fighting Sasuke when daybreak came. So they were fighting for a good little minute. Like Naruto was fighting for a really long time. And before he even went on the battlefield, he was trying to train his KCM and learning how to use Biju chakra and sustain it. So he was already losing a lot of chakra before he even got on the fight. And I wouldn't say he got regenerated at all throughout the fight until Hagoromo gave him Six Pass Sage Mode. That was his first like regeneration. So, and Sasuke was getting a lot of help. Like when Naruto was using his Six Pass KCM avatar joint, when he used that, it was his power. But Sasuke had to use his partial Susanoo and some of Jugo's Sage Mode to match Naruto's attack potency against Jubito and something like that. So Sasuke needed some help while Naruto did it based off his own power. So power-wise, throughout the war, Naruto's power has been a little bit better. But people was like when Sasuke and Naruto had to fuse their Inferno Star Rasen Shuriken, Sasuke had to match Naruto's chakra. People will say that that's some type of like Dragon Ball fusion stuff where the stronger person has to lower their attack level to match so it can be even. But I don't think that's true. But you can say that Sasuke, just wanted to match it and not use too much. Maybe they didn't want to go all out. I mean, the ball's in the air right there. Like, but I wouldn't say that Sasuke had to hold back since he clearly needed power from Jugo to match Naruto previously in the same fight. It's the same opponent. So that's what I say on attack potency. I won't get into speed yet until you get to say what you want to say.
I didn't want to go off of no limits fallacies for the simple fact that there's no way of proving them. So I'm going to say this about Sasuke at least. As far as the durability thing, yes, he has been fighting and, been in multiple battles, but like you said, he hasn't really taken damage from any of the other fights. And then when he got to the right before the fight where he got not right, that wasn't right before the fight, but before the fight when he got the Six Pass Orbs, I think that's what it was. It was basically like a whole reset for him and Sasuke at that point because their everything is boosted. Like they're phenomenal. That's their greatest point. They didn't have that power during majority of the fight.
Well, Naruto when he got a Nine Tails back when he did that. When he got his Six Pass Sage. So he kind of did get a refill, but Sasuke just got revived and a Rinnegan, Sharingan.
Mm-hmm.
So Sasuke kind of got a refill, like an energy refill, but Naruto got like a full chakra refill. You could say that. Yeah, like he got a full refill when it comes to chakra. But Naruto still didn't have a lot of Sage chakra built up in that fight. He didn't get his Sage chakra refill.
That's also true, but at the same time, even though Naruto had that downside of not having his Sage mode chakra refilled, Sasuke didn't know how to use the Rinnegan at its full potential either.
Yeah, Sasuke was still learning when Naruto was getting weaker.
Yeah,
he went. So Sasuke wasn't fighting at his full potential because he didn't train his Rinnegan. But Naruto wasn't fighting at his full potential because he only had 3 True Seeking Orbs when he fought Sasuke. And then he lost those True Seeking Orbs mid-fight. So Naruto was steady getting weaker, while Sasuke was steady getting stronger throughout that fight. So Sasuke, he was getting stronger because he was starting to hone his skills since you start off with little to no knowledge. They called it like naive and everything. So like he had to use it to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
So you really only had time to train when he was facing against Madara. And that fight didn't last long.
So do you think he would have beat him if Naruto didn't have the True Seeking Orbs?
I feel like Naruto would find an alternative to block the arrows that Sasuke was shooting at him without having to use True Seeking Orbs. Like his reaction speed to dodge is faster than his True Seeking Orbs is the way that I could see it.
I know, but the True Seeking Orb gives you freaking more chakra, I believe.
I know it's mainly used for defense.
It is
What
mainly used for defense.
I don't know if it gives you a full it gives you more chakra because I haven't seen it. Type haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either, but I know everybody was dummy strong when they had it. Well, when I mean everybody, I
Yeah,
mean like
like
2, 3 people that had it.
Six Pass Sage mode comes True Seeking Orbs. Like True Seeking Orbs is like a perk because
Huh?
you can lose your True Seeking Orbs and still have your Six Pass Sage mode. You know,
I said
and
that.
people say that Naruto doesn't have his Six Pass Sage mode after Shippuden because he doesn't have his True Seeking Orb, but that's not true. Every time he goes with KCM and then he goes Sage mode on top of that, he's using his Six Pass Sage mode chakra to do that, but he just doesn't have his True Seeking Orbs because he don't have all chakra natures in his body. Like he doesn't have all chakra natures. But he won't have True Seeking Orbs until he get that back.
Okay, let's go back to the durability. Facts. Anyway,
Hold on, let's hit speed first. Let's hit speed first.
Go ahead.
Right. So Sasuke, when he fought the Raikage at the 5 Kage Summit, he was getting speed blitz. Raikage is said to be relativistic to lightning. Not lightning, but relativistic to it. Sasuke has a move that's relativistic to lightning, which is amp lightning. So you can say it's faster than it. But Sasuke's reaction time isn't as fast as the Raikage can move in Speed Blitz Sasuke. He can comprehend, and act on it, but he won't be able to move out the way. He doesn't have enough blocking when he was in that summit to block Raikage's hits and stuff like that. Then you go to Naruto KCM1, who was able to, speed blitz and dodge the Raikage going at his full speed. That's already been stated. He was going at full speed. He dodged it. Little to no difficulty. It was like point blank. It was actually closer than what Minato had to dodge. So his reaction speed is already faster than what Minato showed when he was fighting the Raikage during that war. So his reaction speed is already faster than Minato. He dodged and countered the third Raikage, who was stated to be faster than the fourth Raikage. He dodged him with just KCM1. That was a Shadow Clone, by the way. One of many, maybe, I think it was thousands of Shadow Clones. Dodged the third Raikage, who's faster than the fourth Raikage, faster than 5 Kage Summit Sasuke. This same 5 Kage Summit Sasuke got a Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, which doesn't enhance your speed, but mainly your power, like your Sharingan power and your precognition. He needs to train his body to become faster. Unlike KCM, once you get it, your power increases. Like it's like an amp. Sharingan is like an amp to an extent. It's only an amp for your power and your precognition. So Naruto got to the war. He was able to fight against, the other Jinchuriki when they had their amps, like their Jinchuriki amps. So he's already faster than all that. He's able to react to the 5. What is it called? The Cataclysm, the Jubi Cataclysm, which was straight lightning, like lightning chakra hitting like the earth. He was able to react to that and save some of the Shinobi Alliance and stuff like that. And when it comes to reaction speed, he reacted to the stage light thing that Madara spit out, which is already stated to be light speed. He reacted.
Wasn't Sasuke? Wait, this is when Sasuke and Madara were fighting. I mean, Sasuke and Naruto was fighting Madara.
Yeah, Naruto, Madara shot out the Sage Art Light thing.
At both of them, or just Naruto?
No, only at Naruto. He shot it point blank at Naruto. Naruto dodged it. So Madara swiped his face and tried to hit him. Like he tried to track him down, and Naruto kept dodging it. So Naruto's reaction speed is already faster than light. Sasuke hasn't shown anything that's fast as light yet, besides the teleportation, which is instant, but he doesn't have that ability mastered yet. You know, so you can't use
But
that as full extent.
to argue that, that would basically put Sasuke at a huge disadvantage, which is not incorrect. It's not like it could never happen. It's more of a the fight should have been over and Naruto should have been subdued Sasuke for the simple fact that he should be 10 times strong, not 10 times stronger, 10 times faster than him.
Yeah, but
But if they're clashing as far as speed goes, their taijutsu also, it seems that they would even without the background evidence, the foreground of just viewing the fight, they're clashing at the same speeds.
yeah, I could argue that Naruto was actually holding back throughout that fight to try to end it in a
But
tie instead of
you
ending it
can't
in
say
a beatdown.
you hold back in speed though, because his point is to subdue Sasuke. That's his whole thing. Subdue him. How would you say transition him to back to his friend? Pretty
But
much.
to compare that to kind of make it sound a little easier, that what I'm about to say is that Sasuke only has really three different type of power ups. He has base form, he has Susanoo, and then he has Indra Susanoo. But Naruto has a lot of different powers. So Sasuke was fighting in his base form, which already has Rinnegan activated. But Naruto started in his base form as well, which didn't have his six-pass Sage Mode activated. So throughout the whole part where he's doing Taijutsu at the beginning, Sasuke has his Sharingan and his Rinnegan activated while Naruto's still in base form. So he probably won't be able to react fast enough because he doesn't have his Sage Mode to help him with his precognition. So he's fighting off of like only what he can see, not really his Sage Mode, if that makes sense. And then Naruto has Sage Mode, KCM1, KCM2, Kurama Avatar with Sage Mode, Six Pass Sage Mode. Then he has Ashura, Nine Tails Mode, and stuff like that. Like he has a lot of different powers he could have done if he was bloodlusted. He could have went straight to that Ashura Nine Tails Avatar mode and immediately shot Biju bombs and Rasen Shurikens, all the Jinchuriki Chakra Rasen Shurikens, and kind of end the fight right there if he really wanted to, and that would already pass Sasuke's Indra's Arrow, which was his strongest move throughout that entire fight. So if Naruto's bloodlusted, yeah, Naruto wins. Sasuke's bloodlust still wouldn't be fast enough. But Naruto would immediately pull out Six Pass Sage Mode, he'd pull out Karma Chakra mode.
That's
bloodlusted. That's a whole different argument though.
Sasuke fights. I don't know if I'd say Sasuke fights smarter. His strategies are different though.
Sasuke did come in there with a strategy. He's fought Naruto enough to know don't let him get Shadow Clones out. That's why throughout the entire fight he applied nothing but pressures and locked down Naruto's hands, which this is what he did majority of the first taijutsu part of the fight. Like you rewatch it, they started off with the clash, they backed up and they ran each other. And then that's when the taijutsu started. Naruto was getting hit a lot. Naruto figured out that he was getting hit a lot. He started going on defense, started backing up a little bit, started blocking and dodging. Sasuke still was getting his hits in, let alone he has his Sharingan and Rinnegan activated. Naruto's still in base mode. And then when he started doing Shadow Clone, you listen closely, you hear the Shadow Clone try to activate, and Sasuke would slap it out his hand. So Sasuke's plan was to prevent Naruto from doing Shadow Clone at all costs, locking down his hands, shooting multiple fireball jutsus, using universal pull to try to pull them in, using Inferno style to burn every Shadow Clone that he can as fast as possible. He literally used Shuriken on a rope to apply enough pressure to climb on that wall and keep fighting. Sasuke didn't want Naruto to use Shadow Clone throughout that fight. When they was at the end, Sasuke figured out that he was gonna be low on chakra, and Naruto would still have chakra. So he started draining Naruto's chakra when they were dead beat. They had no chakra left, so Sasuke started stealing chakra. That right there already proves that Sasuke's, endurance isn't as good as Naruto. If Naruto could have kept fighting, Sasuke couldn't. So he
Not
had to absorb
endurance,
chakra
but
twice, two different
more of
times.
chakra left over, just his reserves. Not endurance though, because their endurance is about the same.
I could argue Naruto can take more. Naruto can take more punches. A
Yeah,
lot more.
that's their ability. Not. I was talking about like their endurance, just in general, like their speed, like what they were doing. That just their energy.
Yeah,
Because even
but
towards the end, they're both tired. It's not like he's taking out his chakra and his stamina.
yeah.
Even though
At that
taking
point,
somebody's
at
chakra
that
does make them
point,
tired.
at that point, they both were going all out, and Naruto was going all out at that point too. But you understand, Naruto is going all out, but he still wants to end at the top. Like when they did that final clash, people don't know. I'm gonna break it down. Sasuke was on top of the hill, like the valley, right?
Mm-hmm.
Naruto was at the bottom. Sasuke used Chidori fused with Inferno Style.
Mm-hmm.
Naruto used base Rasengan with no shadow clones at all.
I don't even know if he
Sas-
could at that point.
yeah, he probably had not enough chakra, but he still used base Rasengan enough that he could hold.
Yeah.
Sasuke had enough chakra to use Inferno Style with his Chidori. Naruto had to jump up into Sasuke. Sasuke used gravity and his Inton to jump down into Naruto. They clashed, ended in a tie. Gravity and Inton was helping Sasuke throughout that clash. Naruto still had to push up into Sasuke.
But the
So if
matter
it's still a
of
clash of a base
go
with
ahead.
Rasengan, it's still equal.
But the matter of a Rasengan, like what the Rasengan's made of, is still stronger
Yeah, it's a stronger
overall
jutsu.
of
Yeah,
a Chidori because it's just a higher tier
it's a higher tier
ability.
jutsu. Yeah,
So
when it comes
even
to
if you're
attack.
saying like he added that, yes, he added that, but you can't say that Naruto used less chakra than Sasuke did because that ability requires a high amount of chakra in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So you can add in the advantage of him going down and having the advantage of gravity. That I do give. But as far as the oh, as far as the Rasengan being less stronger or Sasuke having more energy, more chakra than
Mm-hmm.
Naruto, I wouldn't necessarily agree with. For the fact of, like I said, Rasengan's simply stronger than the Chidori would be in
Yeah,
this form.
Sasuke had to use all of his advantages to clash, to
Yeah,
end in a tie.
because it
But
was a high tier jutsu.
yeah, so like if you were to talk about abilities, I can go over Naruto's. Naruto abilities go something like this. He has Rasengan variants such as mini Rasengans, Odama Rasengan, Rasen Shuriken, multiple Jinchuriki Rasengan, stuff like that. Uh, he can put True Ignore the side of his Rasen Shuriken, stuff like that. He has Shadow Clones. He has multi Shadow Clones, stuff like that. He has Nine Tails Chakra. He has all 9 versions of the cloaks. He has KCM 1, KCM 2, Sage Mode, KCM 2. He has um, Nine Tails Avatar with Sage Mode attached to it, 6 Pass Sage Mode, and what else? What else? That that should be. He has True Seeking Knives. I already said that one.
His Sasuke's Rinnegan is stronger than Pain's Rinnegan, right?
Yeah, of course.
So, with that said, even though Naruto does have all those things, which is arsenal meant to destroy, it's not that
Mm-hmm.
Sasuke doesn't. And Sasuke at that point is like you said, Naruto is at a disadvantage, but so is Sasuke. He has a new entire eye where he doesn't know how to still set on Naruto's soul. Doesn't know how to what
Mm-hmm.
does the lie thing only work if somebody's lying?
Um, you said say it one more time.
So you know how Pain in his battle against the Leaf Village, he stole
I know
somebody's
he could just take your soul in general, like whenever he wants.
he doesn't know how to do that. Doesn't know how to call any of the beasts that Pain can call because of the
Yeah.
eye. and that's a massive disadvantage
Yeah.
comparing to only knowing how to use the using the teleport.
Yeah.
Now, with that said, Naruto, even with his advantages, was still even if you do apply that he was holding back, which I agree to a certain extent,
Mhm.
Sasuke still is learning while he's fighting.
Yeah.
At any point he would have learned how to do any of those Tell Beasts, well, at Tell Beasts, any if he would have learned how to do any of those beasts at the beginning of the fight, because that's the only time not the beginning of the mid fight, beginning of the fight, couldn't use it at the end of the fight because didn't have that much chakra. If he had
I mean,
does that even require chakra to bring out the beast?
yeah, summonings, yeah.
So okay, no, I don't know if that's technically required. How do you say? I don't know if that's technically a summoning from the Rinnegan. Is that is or is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
a
It's
part
a
of it?
running on summoning. Okay.
Even snatching somebody. Wait, was that just snatching somebody's soul? Does that count as a summoning? Question mark.
No, no.
Because I know
Taking
you
your
could grab
soul.
onto somebody like he was doing before, snatching his so, but you remember when Pain had the was snatching it through that little body thing? I don't even know what to call that. That was
Yeah, yeah.
disturbing.
Like the demon joint. I
Yeah,
forgot what it's called.
and the rods always also come with the Rinnegan, right?
Yeah,
He
the running on
he did
rods.
use those, right?
Sasuke has yet to pull out any running on rods ever.
I thought so. I was like, yo. He used those? I was like, I don't remember. He should have used them. He could have been taking so much chakra. Anyway,
Yeah, he could have been doing. Yeah, he could have did a lot,
could
honestly.
have did damage.
But
That's why I'm like, at the same time, yes, we don't have the Sage mode, but Sasuke's, as far as power advantage, what he could have been doing to what he was doing was a huge disadvantage because does the Rinnegan doesn't act as the Sharingan, does it? Correct?
no, it's a Rene Sharingan, so he could still use that eye as a Sharingan, but then he could use it as a Rinnegan as well.
Okay, but can you use both as the same, at the same time?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Okay,
because yeah, he done it before. Like
yeah,
he used Universal Pull, then he used Amaterasu as a combo against the Shadow Clones. So no, Sasuke went in there with a plan. Sasuke did go in there with a strategy. He is a smarter fighter. But people, yeah, you could say Sasuke was learning. He didn't know everything off rip. But Naruto did lose a lot of but like he lost majority of his Chuseking orbs, and he didn't start off with his enough Sage chakra. You know, he didn't get that refill, like I said earlier.
yeah,
Refill. And even if you do get your chakra refilled, you still can't refill your stamina.
yeah.
That's something that you gotta rest or take some like ninja medicine or something like that. You want to refill your
So
stamina.
you think there were you think Naruto was tired from fighting?
It takes a lot for Naruto to get tired. The first time we see him actually get exhausted through the war. Let me think. I don't think we actually see Naruto get exhausted.
Only the younger version,
No,
like when he's
he
doing
didn't
training.
show any limits. He didn't really show any limits until the last part of the Sasuke fight. I don't think he showed any limits before that. But he's
So
been throwing up Shadow Clones.
can you talk about his
Been,
stamina? Does the Shadow Clones require stamina?
no, but it requires a lot of chakra.
It does require chakra, we know that, but I'm saying like
A lot of it,
as far as
actually.
his stamina is going, because can you say that he was using a lot of stamina during any of the other fights?
You can, yeah, because chakra does relate to your energy. Like you see people waste a lot of their chakra. You see them be heavy because it kind of weighs on their body and it kind of fatigue them. Like like Kakashi, he uses Sharingan. Like when he was fighting Deidara, he used Kamui like once or twice. I think it was once, and he was bedridden for a long time.
Yeah,
They had to replace him with Yamato. That's from that Sharingan wasting all of his chakra. Like he had no energy. He had nothing. he was out for a while. So yeah, he used a lot of shadow clones. He will get tired eventually, but
So
he's using thousands of shadow clones throughout the fight against, the Shinobi, the reanimated ninja, the Zetsu, Kaguya. He used a couple against Madara.
so
Used a couple against Sasuke.
can you argue that chakra is directly corrected to stamina, meaning you will not run out of chakra if you do not run out of stamina, or vice versa, really. If you
I
don't run
don't.
out of chakra, then you
I know. You run out of chakra, your stamina will drain.
yeah. But
Run out of
what if you
stamina.
run out of stamina, or
I
can
think
you
you
run
run
out
out
of
of
stamina
stamina.
with having chakra?
I know with enough fatigue, you won't be able to concentrate your chakra. I know that's something. You still have that chakra, but you won't be able to concentrate it. Like in the latest episode of Boruto where he was fighting Shijoji, he was he was about to he was getting choked out, and he couldn't form a Rasengan because he couldn't focus his chakra. So he was getting beat up, so he couldn't form his Rasengan like he wanted to, and it disappeared. Like enough fatigue or enough stuff weighing on your mind could mess up a fighter in Naruto. Like they show with Minato, they show with Obito. Like Minato figured out that Obito was the masked man. He couldn't focus anything. He couldn't do flying brushing fast enough. He couldn't hold his own. He lost both of his arms. Obito, when he couldn't control the Ten Tails, he couldn't use his Kamui at all. He couldn't use any of his fire jutsus. Couldn't use a lot of his jutsus because enough fatigue or enough stuff weighing on your mind could mess up a fighter a lot.
But does not have to do with that. What has to do with the concentration?
Yeah, like your concentration.
But that doesn't
Yeah,
have to do with the stamina. I'm just trying to see where the stamina lays at.
with stamina, you could say fatigue. You know, you beat up a lot. You will drain your stamina, and that will mess up how you use your jutsu. It'll still mess you up.
When you lose stamina, do you lose chakra, or you just lose the ability to use chakra?
No, you still have your chakra.
Huh?
You still have your chakra.
Do you just
Like
lose the ability to do it?
yeah, like you lose that concentration. Like we could say with the fight with Jigen. I don't know if you read it yet.
I'm up.
Have you read that one?
Don't expose. Don't expose. Don't
Okay,
expose.
I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
But Naruto, I'm not gonna say it, but Naruto was fighting, and now
No,
he's
I'm
not.
saying don't expose for the audience because
Yeah. I'm not gonna spoil it, but Naruto stopped fighting, but he still had his chakra after the fight was over, even though he was heavily fatigued. You
yeah.
know, he still had his chakra. So your chakra is still there, but your concentration to use it will be gone. And they've shown throughout the anime a lot.
By the way, you might want to go back and edit where the
Yeah,
Boruto part is.
Yeah.
After the recording, gonna have to edit this out too. But after the recording, you're gonna want to edit that Boruto part out because you don't want to talk about that.
No. The Boruto part with the Shijoji part, that's anime now.
That's anime. Okay, bet we can talk.
Yeah, that's anime now.
Bet keeping all that in.
So we're at 39 minutes. We said enough. We can do a thing where the viewers can say who they think would win based off the argument we just said. We don't want to go on for too long.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go ahead and wrap my part up. So
Yeah.
Gonna wrap mine up. All right, bet.
Say your
So what I'm gonna say about Sasuke, yes, the durability. I don't know how the stamina would go against Sasuke and Naruto, for the simple fact of Naruto was fighting early on, and Sasuke was he talking to the whole Great Ninja fight?
Yeah, he was talking for the whole time, and he pulled up right around the same time as Obito became Jinchuriki.
And started fighting who?
Started fighting Obito along with Naruto. And he got there when the not Tail Beast. He got there when the Hokage got there as well.
But
and
who was
that's
Sasuke
when,
fighting prior? He was fighting Nagato at one point.
He fighting. Oh no, yeah, he was fighting Kabuto. Yeah, with Itachi, but he wasn't really fighting much. It was mainly Itachi with Sasuke assist.
Wait, he was
Really
fighting.
only
Wait, he was fighting Kabuto.
yeah, it was Itachi and Sasuke versus Kabuto, but it was only jutsu that Sasuke used was one Genjutsu and Susanoo, partial Susanoo.
What, Itachi or?
Well, yeah, with Itachi. But Itachi was the one that was doing majority of the fighting.
So you can't even really count that.
Yeah, I wouldn't count it because unless you think Susanoo uses up a lot of chakra, which it does way over time, but he used it for like a mini second, like not long.
I would say before that, he was doing a lot of running, but does that? I know it requires stamina, but like, it's the
No,
fact
like
that they're
what happened
ninjas
was,
and they be running mad long times, anyways.
yeah, yeah. Remember, like after he fought Danzo, he was bedridden because he got his Itachi's eyes implanted into his, and throughout that point, announcing the Great Ninja War and the war going on, Sasuke was laying in bed,
Yeah.
recovering. And then he walked outside, figured out that a war was going on from the Zetsus, and started walking. Once he met Itachi in the woods, they fought Kabuto, and
Wait.
they
You're
run
saying
out.
that Sasuke fought Kabuto?
Yeah, Sasuke and Itachi fought Kabuto, and then that's when he pulled out Orochimaru. And then Orochimaru took him to the Hokage. Then all of them went to the battlefield where Obito just shot out all his Jubi bombs.
I thought Itachi was fighting with Naruto when he was fighting. Who was
Yeah,
fighting? Who was
it
fighting
was
with?
Naruto, Nagato fought Killer Bee and Naruto, and then after that fight, he went to go fight Kabuto in that sequence.
Okay, so it was Naruto against Nagato and who?
Itachi.
And Itachi. That was when
Yeah,
Itachi was under reanimation.
Kabuto stuff. Yeah,
Who's reanimate? Kabuto's reanimation, or that's that
yeah,
was that?
Kabuto's.
Okay.
Kabuto's reanimation is the strongest one we've seen so far.
So they end up beating. No, Naruto ends up beating Nagato. Obviously, Nagato dies during that fight again.
Yeah.
Um,
It's more like they work together to counter Nagato, but it's mainly Itachi. So Itachi versus Nagato would be another debate down the road. But
wait,
Naruto
you said Itachi
barely.
versus Nagato?
Yeah, Itachi versus Nagato, because Itachi versus Pain and stuff like that. But that Naruto is no match for Nagato. But for some reason, he was able to go hand in hand with Itachi. But you couldn't see the fight go all the way through. Taijutsu wise, they're even. Wouldn't say that Naruto was going all out, but Taijutsu wise, they were even. But fight wise, like all out, that's another debate. I'd say Itachi would win that one. Nagato and Itachi individually would beat Casey and one Naruto. That's the farthest I go. But back on topic with
I think your mic went out or something.
Oh wait, what's the last thing you heard?
I heard after the taijutsu, I heard him say, tripping.
Yeah, after Itachi and Naruto were doing taijutsu, I wouldn't say that Naruto was going all out, but I would say that Casey and one Naruto is below Nagato, reanimated Nagato and reanimated Itachi to be specific. But then KCM 2 is where I draw the line, and that right there wouldn't be too much of a debate. I say KCM 2 wins. But to get back on topic with the Sasuke,
that was after Naruto. I'm just doing a recap of everything because I haven't watched it in a minute.
Yeah.
So that was after Naruto had that big behind bird in his mouth.
Yeah. Never talked about that.
That was after that. Then that's what freed Itachi, right?
Yeah. Now he's acting on his own will.
Yeah. Then what? Did they beat Kabuto there? They beat Kabuto there.
Yeah, they beat Kabuto.
And then somehow his reanimation was still up? Question mark?
No. After they beat Kabuto, reanimations went down. But only reason that Madara stayed alive is because he knows the release for the reanimation, and he did it and was able to keep fighting. He was the only reanimated ninja there. But Orochimaru was the one that reanimated the Hokage. That's why they were still up.
So those are Orochimaru was the one that he reanimated the Hokage?
Yeah, Orochimaru reanimated Hokage. So if Kabuto releases it, it doesn't work on the Hokage since they were
What
brought
about
out
Ita-
after
What
them.
about Itachi?
Yeah,
Why didn't it work on him?
Itachi was gone after that.
You said Itachi was gone after they beat Kabuto?
Yeah,
Wait, no, Kabuto was fighting who?
Itachi and Sasuke.
Oh, that was that fight when he put the
Izanagi.
Izanagi on Kabuto.
Yeah, that was that fight.
And only Itachi knows how to do that, right? Or
Any Sharingan user can do it, but you gotta know how in a certain way. Like not every Uchiha back in the day knew how to do it, but the elite. I'm pretty sure that's what they said. But Danzo was able to use Izanagi an awful lot, and Obito was able to use it. So I guess if you're skilled with the Sharingan, then yeah, you can use it.
wouldn't it kill your eye though?
Yeah, it makes your eye go blind.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
I was like, see, if Sasuke really wanted to wait, can he do it with the Rinnegan? It wouldn't have killed his eye.
It probably killed the Sharingan in the eye. It probably would take away the Tomo. The Rinnegan would probably still be set. If that's in that eye, I forgot what
Sounds
eye.
like a worth it trade.
But if he were to use Izanagi or Izanami in that fight, it would turn the tide of the battle. I feel like he'd use
Izanami works how?
Izanami is what Itachi used against Kabuto, but Izanagi is what Danzo used against Sasuke. So I feel like Sasuke would use Izanagi since that would probably give him the better edge. But I'm pretty sure he has no use for Naruto to use Izanami.
Oh.
Like we're going off of character wise. He wants anybody in his past life to be gone, kind of like an Obito type. He doesn't want to be related to his past. Keep wrapping up the Sasuke part, so I can wrap up the Naruto part.
Okay. So when it comes to that durability thing, like there wasn't too many fights Naruto was really in to say that he lost that he lost stamina prior. And on that note, you can say that Sasuke doesn't have that much because of the eye, because chakra relies straight with the stamina buildup.
Mm-hmm.
It's because he's just now getting up, long slumber, good night sleeps.
Yeah.
So at that point, you can say that they're both not at their full capacity.
Yeah, like in that final fight, neither of them were at their strongest. Since Sasuke was still getting stronger, but Naruto was still getting weaker throughout the fight.
This is also true.
Yeah, so that's an argument that you got to put into play when you make this debate right here. But to wrap up the Naruto part, Naruto has been fighting for about a day and a half before he started fighting Sasuke. He lost his ninth.
Was he fighting, or wasn't his Shadow Clone's fighting more than he was?
I don't know. I don't know because he did use 1,000 Shadow Clones. You want to count each 1,000 as their time added up? And if you add it up, but that's just using the Shadow Clones itself is enough chakra. Like that takes a significant amount of chakra, but since Naruto has a lot of it, it doesn't really affect him as much. So,
but it still gets restored back to him even afterwards. So it wasn't really a loss
if he takes it away himself. But if it gets destroyed, it's gone. That chakra is gone.
Yeah,
like what he did with the save mode, and he was focusing it, and he pulled it back and got the chakra from that. But
Naruto was losing no fights against the Zetsus.
Bro, he really used Shadow Clones against it. But Naruto was fighting for a day and a half before he started fighting Sasuke. He fought. Well, he dodged the Raikage, dodged both Raikages, fought against Nagato and Itachi. He was fighting against the Zetsus. He was fighting against the Jinchuriki with Killer Bee. He was fighting against Obito.
What was that?
The Jinchuriki fight?
Yeah.
That was the fight that cleared the forest. They was fighting against six of the tail beasts and Obito at the same time.
Yeah. Obito had control of them, didn't he? Yeah. Okay.
Naruto did take some damage in that fight, but not enough to mention. You know,
Yeah.
um, he was fighting against Obito, like for a good little minute. When Madara came up and Obito became Jinchuriki, Naruto was fighting against Jubito with Sasuke. That's when Sasuke finally came up. Jubito was using a lot of tail beast bombs that Naruto had to evacuate the Shinobi Alliance outside of the barrier that he set up. And that takes some chakra. He had to use his speed and Minato's flying Raijin to get them out of the barrier.
Yeah.
He, I forgot, he distributed majority, like not majority, but a lot of his chakra to the Shinobi Alliance, more than 1,000 Shinobi, and amped them by, what was it? Was it 3 times the amount of chakra that Kakashi had? Yeah, I think it was 3 times the amount of Kakashi chakra that Kakashi had. So he was amping everybody by 3 times. But that's like 1,000 people, so you can like do the math. He was the one fighting the actual Madara body. You know, he was fighting Madara while Sasuke was taking out the meteors. Wouldn't know how much that works since Sasuke can casually destroy even larger meteors than the last, but that's the last. With Sasuke, we don't know if he was training, but he was honing his skills. And he didn't use Rinnegan abilities in that fight. He really just used Susanoo Chidori and took out that meteor. So you could say that.
What is the last canon though?
Yeah, the last is canon, yeah. So depending on if you say Sasuke was training to get stronger or he was just honing his skills is up to you. If you want to compare the Final Valley versus the last.
The last is somewhere ahead of Naruto, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right after Shippuden, right before Boruto.
Because now I think about it, I was like, yeah, they're strong, but like, honestly,
I was stronger.
In the last, it seems as if they're stronger in the last than they are in Boruto. But that's
I understand. I understand why you said that. I can explain that real quick before I get back to the Naruto segment. Naruto got the second half of the Nine Tails, and he got training, years of training, stacked on top of that second half of the Nine Tails. So Naruto, yeah, he got stronger in the last, but once he became Hokage, he's known as Rusty Hokage Naruto, what they call him every time in Boruto. So when you put him against Boruto villains, they say Rusty Hokage Naruto. Because he hasn't been training, he hasn't been fighting, he hasn't been doing anything, haven't been sparring. He's rusty right now. Sasuke, the reason Sasuke is so nerfed is because they, for some reason, keep letting him use his portal jutsu, which takes away 33% of his chakra. And that messes him up a lot. So he has to use it to get there and to get back. That takes away about 66% of his chakra. So Naruto and Sasuke is nerfed. That's why the last seem like they're stronger. And that's the best explanation I can give right there. We can get into that in another debate. That's why I don't want to go into it too much.
That's what's like we should have saved that for later.
Yeah, save it for later. Naruto was the one fighting Madara while Sasuke was taking out the meteors. You know, Naruto was fighting Madara and his limbo clones. Each limbo clone amps Madara by 2 times. That's yeah, you can confirm that. So Naruto shadow clones are no, I've said that wrong. Each Rinnegan that Madara gets amps him by 2 times and can be proven by the amount of limbo that he's getting. Yeah. So Naruto is, you could say, hand to hand going against a Madara. You know, this Madara has been fighting he's been fighting really hard throughout the war.
Yeah.
So you can put that however you want it. I'm leaving it up in the air because we could possibly come back to it. I can leave it to debates and like comment sections and stuff like that. Naruto was the one that was fighting Kaguya mainly. Sasuke was in another dimension when Naruto was fighting Kaguya with a little bit of Kakashi's help. While Sakura and Obito was trying to get Sasuke back. The only time that Sasuke really came back and actually helped was at the really end, is when they sealed her inside the moon, which is a planetary feat, by the way.
Which is true.
By the way.
But didn't he need Sasuke? I mean, didn't he need Naruto's help for that?
Yeah. It's a dual thing. They both need it.
Yeah.
That right there is a moon level feat. You can amp it to small planetary in the last with Naruto and Toneri. You can amp
Sasuke can do that by himself, though, right?
He can, but we've yet to see him do it. So that right there, you can't use it in the argument yet. Naruto, after getting the second half of his Nine Tails back, is when he started fighting Sasuke, and that's where the fight takes place. So we just wrapped up Naruto and Sasuke, both sides. We wrapped up their abilities, their stamina, their jutsu, their chakra. We kind of went over attack potency, didn't go over destructive potency, since destructive potency doesn't really work in this battle. Yeah. We left a lot of debates up in the air, like Itachi versus Nagato versus Nagato and Itachi individually versus Casey and 2 Naruto. We left the last Boruto, Naruto and Sasuke. I'm ready to get inside of debating planetary and Naruto, which is something that people a lot.
I gotta say this before they come for me in the comment section. Hey, I haven't watched Naruto in a minute. I am big up on Naruto, but as far as the Naruto Shippuden, I haven't seen the last Great War in a minute or read up on it in a minute. I have seen all of it in completion. So if y'all really want to argue with me in that comment section and come for me, just know I'm gonna clap back, because at that point I'm
come for my boy. Come for my boy, because I'm right here. I'm ready. Ready for the debates. And let's just set the program as Swag Calgary. Y'all can stay where y'all at. But other than that, I'm ready for it. Yeah.
When they see it, at that point they see it, I'm gonna be ready. Come for me. Come for
no conflict. I hope they see it.
Maybe not.
I want to collab one day.
Swag Calgary, maybe Swag Calgary.
Hey, tell Seth, Swag, Clyde, and Chuck. Tell all 4 of them, boy. Collab with me.
Hey. I can handle Swag. Seth, I'm leaving him to you.
Hey,
try hard.
No.
He try hard and just IRL.
They're gonna make me stop, bro. Like,
they'll make you quit.
They're gonna make me want to go home. I'm good. Hey, he was the one that called him out. Don't come for me. Debunk him. Don't come for me. Don't. All right. That's the end of the debate. It wasn't really a debate. It was more like a discussion. It was a discussion.
It was more of a debunk than a discussion, anyways.
Yeah, we were debunking each other. That's the debate part of it. But discussion-wise, we both came and said what we wanted to say and came to our final decision, but we didn't come to a final solution together.
So, honestly, I'm going to leave that to y'all.
Leave it to the fan base. You see it. Tell me what you think. Leave paragraphs. I'll read them. If you want to collab with us, we can do a 3-way deadlock. That's an arts reference if you get it. We do a 3-way deadlock.
We'll be setting up lives pretty soon. So
we can do this. We can do this nightly, bro.
Fans in the lobby.
Oh yeah, this quarantine got us stuck here for months. We got months, bro. Like, research. Take your time. Come to us, bro. Be ready.
Hey, anybody that think they better, best believe. I swear I can argue with you. You're not gonna want it. You're not gonna want it when I go back. You're not. You know what I say?
Prove it. I want to see it, bro. Come to me. And you can prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I want to see it.
Can't prove me wrong.
If you prove me wrong.